Welcome back. One final segment. I am TJ Walker. He is Nick Roush. Again, we co-host Kentucky Roll Call at 7 to 9 Monday through Friday on Big X Sports Radio, 1450 on your AM dial, 96.1 on the FM dial. Nick, I told you my New Year's resolution, stop complaining about officials. I'm off to a great start. Thank you very much. What is yours for 2020?
I am 5 days without an alcoholic beverage. Woo! Just got to make 26 more. We're only doing 1 month, but you know what? It's still a good month.
It's a start. It's good to cleanse the body, get you feeling a little bit better.
Get that Christmas, like just the sugar, the sweets, all that. I still got some bourbon balls to finish. That doesn't count. There's bourbon in it, but it doesn't count.
Technically, I don't think really your New Year's resolutions should really count until your first full week of work, which is sadly tomorrow. But it's been holidays. We've been off. We've been doing that.
I haven't started exercising. I'm still catching up on sleep. You know, it's a busy time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you at home for your New Year's resolutions in 2020. And again, we wish you a happy New Year.
You know what Tom Brady's New Year's resolution is?
I was going to get to that. And look at you.
Find something to do.
I want to make this very clear to everybody. Nick Roush is not a Titans fan.
Number one
need to
Titans
make that very crystal clear. You are wearing a Titans jersey.
Wesley Woodyard,
a big
Kentucky's
win for
finest.
the Titans. They beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Is that it for New England? Are they done?
No, they're not done. Tom Brady's going to be mad. He's going to come back. But just for the immediate future, it is impressive to see Mike Vrabel, former Patriots linebacker who's caught touchdown passes for Tom Brady, be the one to take them down in the playoffs early. They haven't been out this early in a decade. So it's been a long time since we've seen this. And then Vrabel, he even gave Belichick a dose of his own medicine. He did the stall ball where you commit your own delay of games and false starts. And they burned 1:46 off of the clock late in the game. For a while, I thought I was like, dude, what are you doing? You might need that 1:46. But the Titans defense, they got the stops they needed. And I think the most shocking part of the game, TJ, is Tom Brady gets the ball back with 4 minutes left, and he doesn't lead him to a game-winning drive. And when they got stopped on third down, the stadium was just stunned in silence because they couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Yeah, they couldn't either, and they punt the ball away, and they get it back with 19, 10 seconds, whatever it was.
Needed to go 99 yards, and it's a pick six.
Yeah.
Could be Tom Brady's last pass as a Patriot. Do you think that he will sign? Do you think he's going to play elsewhere? What are your thoughts?
Playing elsewhere, that would be as wild as when Brett Favre ended up leaving Green Bay. And although he was a little squeezed out, Tom Brady ain't getting squeezed out in New England. I think he'll be back for at least I think he'll do maybe a 1-year deal, potentially a player option for a second year. And that will be where he's at.
The big thing is does Josh McDaniels stay around? I think that's a big part of the equation because he's comfortable with Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator. But he's a hot name on the coaching search as well.
He is, and I think maybe McDaniel stays for 1 more year. But Tom Brady has played under other offensive coordinators, so it wouldn't be the biggest shocker if McDaniels decides to leave, Brady decides to stay. I just can't imagine Tom Brady wants to go out that way, losing at home to the Titans. So I think he'll be back for at least 1 more year.
The Titans, though, Derrick Henry is fun to watch. They do not make running backs like him anymore. And the fact that not only is he just bowling over dudes, he's bouncing some wide. He's still got a lot of speed for being that big. It was a fun game to watch, and I think it's going to be even more fun to see them clash with the Ravens next week. Lamar Jackson's the man, but I think they'll give him a good game.
Especially if you get some nasty, rainy, slick weather where controlling the trenches will be really important. That could slow down Lamar a little bit. Obviously, I think you'd be silly to pick the Titans to win that game, but I agree with you. I think that game could be going into the fourth quarter, close game. Tannehill just doesn't make a ton of mistakes for the most part. He's a smart quarterback, and then being able to feed that running back is something special.
Especially down late in the game when you need to just chew up some clock. But the thing was, that wasn't even arguably the best game of the day.
Yeah, we got spoiled yesterday.
I mean, it was fantastic playoff football. The Buffalo Bills up 16-0. They blow a late lead, and TJ, I'm not going to lie, when Josh Allen, the bad Josh Allen, not the Kentucky Josh Allen, but when the Buffalo Bills Josh Allen took minus 50 yards in sacks in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go, they needed a field goal to tie it. They're in field goal range, and he got sacked by like 1,000 yards.
Yes.
I was like, this game's over. And somehow they got the ball back, kick a game-tying field goal, and go into overtime. It was a wacky game in Houston.
Yeah, and then the Texans end up prevailing. Now they will go to Kansas City thanks to the upset of the Titans. Do you imagine the Texans can give Patrick Mahomes any issues, any problems?
I can't. Deshaun Watson is a really good quarterback, But the pressure that the Chiefs are going to be able to put on him, he was running for his life all over the place against the Bills. And really, I mean, Bill O'Brien should be ashamed of himself of what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a terrible football coach.
Yeah, whoa.
And absolutely terrible. I
Get
don't
him.
care if they win another game. Get him out of there. They deserve so much better in Houston.
Interesting that you say that. Also, let's not forget the Texans looked absolutely dreadful for most of that game against the Bills.
Their defense played well, though. Their defense kept them in the game because they forced so many field goals.
I think the Chiefs are going to absolutely steamroll them, and we could get a Patrick Mahomes, I like to call him Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson AFC Championship would be a lot of fun. In the NFC, we are recording this before the wild card games today, but who do you like to come out of the NFC? Who do you think is the best team to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl?
Even though the Seahawks were almost a 2 seed, I weirdly think that when you're watching this, the Eagles will have won the game. I don't know what it is. It just feels like that kind of weird kind of year. But ultimately, the NFC, I think the Saints can really be the best total package.
Yeah, so I'm going to go along with this. We once did a TV show previewing a UK-IU bowl matchup, and it never came to fruition because Tennessee did some shady stuff behind the
Very
scenes.
shady.
And that's funny. That's kind of how we operate on Kentucky Roll Call. That's how we like to do this TV show. So I agree with you. It's going to be the Saints. No way they lose to the Vikings today. No chance. Write it in stone.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
They're going to the Super Bowl. Very quickly, panic level for U of L. They get beaten kind of badly against Florida State at home.
It's got to be about a 8 just because of your guard play. And NCAA tournament's all about guards. Their guards are really struggling.
Yeah, they really, really are. Wara had a big game, though. Enoch, he was up and down. We'll see how it works out for them. And we'll come back next week and we'll talk about it. He is Nick Roush. I'm TJ Walker. This is the Sports Buzz. We'll see you next Sunday.